if I'm finger picking or strumming, I really need to be keeping the time signature going. I need to be keeping the pulse going. And those duties are sort of front and center. Whereas with chord melody, we have the melody taking more of an important role. Right away, we're going to be in the key of C major. And I forgot to say also, another thing we want to do with chord melody is not be afraid of the neck. We want to be able to move up the neck and not be intimidated by it. So that's another problem-solving area we're going to look at. So we have first fret, second string, that's a C note, open E, third fret, and that's a G. So those are the first three notes. We have C, and then to F, back to C, then E minor, D minor. Let's just start with the bass. Now, right away we have a challenge, a problem to solve. I'm going up here in this arrangement, and that is basically impossible to reach in this position. So I'm going to have to, as I go to C over G, basically refinger this. And so this is a common thing with chord melody. You're going to have to solve these problems. All right, here we go. Good. Now for the O3, for the melody. So let me just play it first a little bit. All right. So we are in the key of D here. Again, I'm choosing a higher key than I would choose if I were really trying to stay in open position, maybe more as a rhythm. All right, so here we go. This F sharp, second fret, first string is a pickup note, and the form starts on that D note. So we're going to play that D note with the D bass. And remember last, Michael wrote the Boat Ashore arrangement, I mentioned you can strum in between the melody and bass notes. So we're going to do that again. I'm going to show you two things you can do. But let me start with the way I sort of would recommend for the chorus. I'm going to recommend going up to this area here and playing this sus, A sus here, A sus4. You know, you're going 6th to 7th fret hammer on the third string, and I'm pinching the first three strings, so that's 6, 5, 5 on the first three strings with an open A bass. Hammering 6 to 7. A couple strums, and then I resolve it to a regular A. And this is 1, 2, 3. We combine this melody with the chords. Well, lucky for us, we can pinch the first three strings open of an E minor chord with the bass. So far, pretty easy, right? Now when we go to here, what can we do? We can use this shape of E minor. It's the A minor shape. But I don't really want... Last time. Now we go to our C sharp half diminished, and there's no melody over this, so we can just pinch it. And as soon as we go to the C minor, we know the melody goes. I had you learn it here, because that's where we were in the position for the melody only, but we're here with the C minor. We're going to ignore the fourth string, we don't need that. All right, so now we're at the B section for the chord melody. Here's where the melody takes a lot of activity. And so our fingers, as you can see here, are really dominated by this melody, as our ear is dominated by this melody. So we don't have a lot of room to play a chord beneath it. It's also kind of a rough area, the neck for a chord. We have a C shape here, it kind of is not what we really want. So what we're going to do is an open G string, and that's the third string for us. It tends to be a little thin, but that's okay, as long as we get that melody ringing out.